Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for dropping by. To anyone who's new to this channel, you can learn more about what this channel is about by clicking on the link below, the link to the side or the link below. Very briefly, this channel is about a spiritual teacher named Bruno Groening and a very powerful practice he taught of connecting to, communing with, and taking in divine power and divine energy. It's very easy to do, to ask for it, to have the will to receive it, and then to observe your body with the intention to take in this divine power and divine energy. Again, you can find out more about that practice on my website or in some of the other videos on this channel. A very warm welcome. Welcome to my live viewer, and let's take in this goodness. I'm going to share a few words. If you'd like to stay in silence, feel free to hit the mute button. Hi to my live viewers. Thank you to everyone taking the time to practice. So here's a quote from Bruno Groening. This is from Wisdom of Life, Volume 2, page 79. People keep coming along who will try anything, saying, Mr. Groening, you should do like this and this. You should do another way. If I were to listen to all this, and if I were to follow it all, I would be able to do nothing at all anymore. I act properly when I don't allow anyone to influence me, when I follow the path that I intend to follow, because it would be wrong to let oneself be guided by a human being. I also let myself be guided by the divine power. So this is a very key part of what Bruno taught, is to not listen to other people or to follow other people, to not blindly follow other people. I don't believe Bruno meant don't hear the words of other people, but very specifically not to blindly believe and blindly follow other people. It's also, I often find it quite ironic because here I am, a person, sharing some of Bruno Groening's teachings, and to often remind people, hey, don't follow me. Don't follow anyone. Follow God. Ultimately, Bruno didn't even want us to follow him, not blindly. He did ask us to trust in him. But then he would also say things like, you don't, I'm paraphrasing here, but you don't have to believe what I'm saying, but find out for yourself whether it's true or not. So please, don't believe anything I say. And ultimately, don't even believe anything Bruno Groening said. If Bruno Groening said it, my advice would be to take it seriously, but to find out for yourself whether it's true or not. Bruno spoke of himself as a big sender, someone who was able to pass along the divine transmission, the divine power in a big way. And he said, this is almost a direct quote, just as I am a big sender, you are a little sender. So each of us has this capacity to pass along the divine power. Let's not forget we have the same ability that Bruno Groening does. Capacity may not be the word. The same ability that Bruno Groening did to pass along the power of God. But let's also recognize, let's have a little humility that I'm not, and I don't know that I've met anyone who has the same capacity to pass it along as Bruno did. And let's also, as we strive for humility, let's also not put down our potential. Bruno was very clear that what he is, we are. We just don't fully believe yet. We're just not fully doing it yet. So it's this in my understanding, a very interesting line of staying humble, yet recognizing that we have the ability to pass along the power of God, yet recognizing We're not able to do it as strongly yet as someone such as Bruno, yet recognizing we have the potential to do that. Paradoxically, the way to cultivate that is to be humble. Here's another quote from Bruno. Page 78, Wisdom of Life, Volume 2. The wise man does not think about his greatness and grows as a result. Bruno would say, I am nothing. God is everything. It's written that Jesus said, of myself, I can do nothing. Of myself, I can do nothing. Bruno Groening pointed out that without the divine power, we wouldn't even have the energy to draw in a single breath. That without God, nothing would exist at all. So it's this very delicate balance. Bruno would say things like, what are we without God? I say with conviction, nothing. But then he would also tell people to believe in themselves. So the way I understand it, and please don't follow me, tune in, reflect on this for yourself, come to your own conclusion, is to be humble before God, yet recognize we're a divine creation, that we're made, as the Bible said, in the image and likeness of God, yet recognizing that without God, we're nothing. Balanced humility, maybe that's what we could call it. So I'd like to thank everyone who watched this video. Thank you to my live viewers. I wish everyone a blessed day, and keep an eye out for miracles, because they're on the way. And in my view, they happen all the time, that we just don't notice them. And then ultimately, the true miracle is right in front of us. It's all around us. That anything exists. That anything. Take a look around. Like I'm just looking at this room, much less looking out my window at nature. That anything exists at all is such a profound miracle, and that we have one more day of life. You're welcome, Speedy Pete. We have one more day of life, one more moment. Let's strive to make the best use of our time, and let's ask God, let's ask Bruno to please help us make good use of time, good use of our time here on earth. Well, actually, here's another quote of Bruno's. Page 77, Wisdom of Life. Man comes and goes like flowers, like this tree, like this bush. One thing replaces another. Today you are standing, watch on this earth. One is relieved from this time in no time, and you will be relieved as well. Me too. You know it from animals. One year they are caterpillars, the next year's butterflies. and many other people transform as well. It is the same with people. Bruno would say things like, our time on this earth is short. So let's reflect on this. We are, according to Bruno and many, many other great teachers and sages, we are not this body. We've been given this body for a very short period of time. Please, God, please, Bruno, please, all angels, all helpers, help us make good use of this time. Thank you so much for your time, and I wish you a blessed day. Take care.